Very good morning, students. Today we are here to start our first chapter, Economics for class 10th. We had already discussed some topic in this chapter. So let us start some more topic of chapter first, that is development. Students, today our first topic is national development. So student, to know national development, it is very important for us to know several criteria which are exactly defining the national development. So here is one definition which is clearly defining what is national development. National development is a comprehensive term which includes improvement in living standard of people, increasing in per capita income, providing social amenities like education, medical care, social services, etc. to the citizen of the country. It means national development is not only depend on the per capita income, but it is also depends on social amenities like education, how people of that country is getting education, what is the medical facility of that country, and what are the social services provided to these countries. Students, we will see that in different countries there is a different criteria how to know what is the living standard of the people of that country. In some country we will see that a person who only fulfill their basic needs such as food, health, clothes, etc. can be treated as the rich people. But in some countries which we can say that they are developed countries, there the criteria for the rich people is only when they have the car and all. So students, let us discuss next topic. Students, now we are going to compare the countries and state and how they are getting the development, or we can say that the development between countries and states can be compared on the basis of some points. So students, we will start with the comparison in two countries. So students, I am not going to take any countries, but I am going to take only some rich and poor countries. So students, before going to tell how they are compared, I am going to tell you what is the average income or per capita income. So student, average income is the income which is total income of country is divided by its total population, and student, average income is also known as per capita income. So it simply means that when that total income of country is calculated, after that we will divide it by the total population of that country, then we will get the average income. And the average income is the only point on the basis of which we will compare the two countries. Now students, I am going to take a report of 2012 that is developed by World Development Report. On the basis of that, I am going to take a data of 2010. On that data, I had made a table of some rich and low income countries and comparing these two by India. We will get the following result. Student, from the World Development Report, we will get that a rich country has average income of about 12,276 or above. It is in dollar. These countries are to be stated as developed country, and the low income country have the average income of 1,005 or less US dollar, where stated as underdeveloped countries. But in our country India, the average income is about 1340.4 US dollar. So our India is a developing country. Now students, I am going to compare some states of our India. So we will compare the states of our India with the some given points. that is infant mortality rate, literacy rate, net attendance ratio, and per capita income. I had taken 3 states, that is Punjab, Kerala, and Bihar. We will see that infant mortality rate of Punjab is 34, Kerala is 13, and that of Bihar is 48. Means the health facility is better in the Kerala in comparison to Bihar and Punjab. But in the form of literacy rate, we will see that literacy rate is also high in Kerala, that is 93.91. It is the report of 2011, but recently we will see that 98% of the population of Kerala is literate. But in Punjab, literacy rate is 76.68, and that in Bihar is 64%. Now students, when we will take the net attendance ratio for class 1 to 5, means the age group of 6 to 10, that is the report of 2007 and 8, we will see that the Punjab has only 82, and that of Kerala is 91, and that is Bihar 72. But in the respect of per capita income, we will see that Punjab has the highest per capita income, after that Kerala, and in last Bihar. We will see that all the development categories says that the Bihar have low development rate, and secondly we will see that Punjab has the development rate better than Bihar, and at last we will see that Kerala has the most development and most developing criteria. So Kerala, we can say that Kerala is the most developed state in our country on the basis of the given table. Now students, I am going to discuss what is IMR, what is literacy rate, net attendance ratio, and per capita income. So let us see some basic definition. I will start with the infant mortality rate. Student, infant mortality rate is the number of deaths per thousand live births of a children under 1 year of age in a country. In India, in 2018, infant mortality rate was at about 30 deaths per 1,000 live births. Means infant mortality rate is less in 2018, but it was very heavier after the independence. But we are improving our health facilities. After that we will see that the result is very good, but not as good as we are expecting. Now let us discuss next topic, that is literacy rate. Student, literacy rate can be defined as the total percentage of population of an area at a particular time aged 7 years and above who can read and write with the understanding. Means the 7 and above years of people who were able to read and write all the things and were able to understand it properly can be said as literate people. Now our next topic is net attendance ratio. Student, it is the total number of children in the age group of 6 to 10 that attend school as a percentage of total number of children in the same age group. Net attendance ratio, we can say that the school going children who have the age group of 6 to 10, this age group is to be called as net attendance ratio, means they were attending the school. Okay, our topic is that much for today. We will discuss more topic in our next video. Okay student, thank you, have a nice day.